This is how to command your reality and to make things come towards you, quite literally come towards you. And before we get started, this is not a video for my lazy girls. If you lazy, these are for my bitches that put in work, or men who put in work. These are for the people who put in work. You try so freaking hard for everything. You try to get love. You try to get the next business and the success and the money. You try so hard. You do all the things, you execute. You're manifesting every day. You're doing all this and it's not working. If you are lazy, don't worry. There's another video for you. You got to get in alignment with some other things inside of yourself, get some vision and all that good stuff. But for my people who put in work and it's not coming towards you, this is how easy it should be when you're manifesting. It literally should pull right up to you, just like my car, and all you got to do is step right in. Your manifestation should be as easy as walking, and here's why they're not. Hey, what's up? It's your girl Jay, your favorite goddess coach, 7-figure entrepreneur, helping you manifest the life of your dreams. Hello, because why not? Anyway, if you find yourself doing a lot of work, you're in a really great spot, because that's a really great sign that you're actually super capable of doing what it is that you need to do in order to be successful. Now, the key is the missing ingredient that you're missing is the frequency. What the are you talking about? Jalen, what are you talking about when you say frequency? Your frequency basically determines whatever it is that you manifest in your life. I don't know if you've ever seen this chart before. This is the scale of consciousness chart. It was channeled by David R. Hawkins, and it's been one of the most amazing things I've ever discovered in my life. I literally swear by it. It's really, really great. Now, what happens is if you look at the bottom of the frequencies, there is a lot of emotional states like shame, guilt, fear, desire, and anger. I have a tendency to live in the bottom half of the chart, which a lot of us get stuck here in these emotions. When we're in those different frequencies and states, life has a tendency to be a lot more efforting. It's like we have to put more effort into things. It feels like we can't go anywhere. It feels like we're stuck. It feels like we can't do anything. And then once we get to the middle, we actually start taking action and getting angry and getting desire. You know what? I want something different. I want something better for myself. And then as we ascend upwards, we start getting reason and we start feeling love and joy and peace and enlightenment. And what happens when we start getting around the energy of courage and the energy of acceptance, we actually start getting into what I like to call the flow state. What is the flow state? The flow state is when you are in collaboration with God, when you are in the collaboration state with the divine. What does that mean? Instead of doing everything on your own, trying so hard to make everything happen with only your energy, you now start to connect to the energy of the universe, which is connecting to the energy of all that is. And God steps in and literally starts making things happen for you. From your little human perspective, really take this in for a second. You are one little human on this big rock rotating in space. In a galaxy in the middle of nowhere, and we literally don't even know all that exists and what else is out there. You are literally just a speck of existence. And when we start tapping into the energy of God, God is all that is. God is this whole entire universe. There is so many possibilities and ways for the thing that you want to come in. And when you start to collaborate with God, you let God be your business partner. You let God be your matchmaker. Now miraculous things start happening that seem miraculous, but really it was just right there the whole time. Because guess what? God starts arranging things for you, doing things for you. So now you're not doing all the heavy lifting on your own. You are now in God state, in flow state, where now God is also assisting you. This is where things start falling into your lap, where people are manifesting things overnight, where you meet your ideal partner the next day and it just happened in such a weird, random way and freaky coincidences and all this kind of stuff. That is the God state that you want to enter in when it comes to your manifestation capabilities. Jalen, I know what you're thinking right now. I could read your mind. I could feel your frequency. Right now, you're like, Jalen, that sounds really good. And I've been there before. I haven't been there ever, whatever the case is. But Jalen, please tell me, how exactly do I enter enter the flow state? What is it that I need to do to ascend to that flow state in order to be able to get to that next level? Because I want all these things, Jalen. I got all these dreams. I want my bank account to be long as hell. I'm ready to be a wife. I'm ready to be a husband. Where my girl at? Whatever the case is, I hear you. And here's what you need to do. It's very simple. You ready? Comment down below, yes, if you're ready. All you need to do is to drop the resistance and to let go of the lower states of being. And how you let go of the lower states of being is through the path of alchemy. Alchemy is being able to turn one thing into a different element. Alchemy is being able to take any emotional state, specifically the emotions of shame, guilt, lack, anger, and desire, transmuting them and turning them into gold, turning them into fire, and turning them into ultimately flow state energy. How exactly do you do this? One, you need to figure out where you're at currently. If you're not in the flow state frequency, what is holding you back from the flow state frequency? Because naturally, your natural state of being is actually flow state. Really? My natural state of being is happiness and joy and peace and acceptance? I don't know about that, Jalen. It is. The natural state of the body is health. Why do you think when you get hurt, the body wants to heal itself? It's the same thing as your mind and your energy. But the key is letting go of the things that no longer serve. So it's not shifting and changing stuff and adding a bunch of stuff. It's really about letting go of what's already there. First, pinpoint where you're at on the scale. What emotional states do you have a tendency to be in most of the time? Are you in a space of desire when it comes to what you want? If you're in a state of desire, that means you're in a state of wanting, which means you're in a state of not having. Are you craving? Are you super hungry when it comes to what you want? That's a better state to be in than shame and guilt and lack, but it's still not the most ideal. Do you find yourself being in a state of shame and guilt and lack when it comes to the thing that you want specifically? So let's say you want love, and when I'm saying, you know what, Crystal, you are so worthy of love. You are so worthy of the best king ever and all this kind of stuff. And you start to get into it and be like, oh, that feels good. And then all of a sudden you start thinking about all the men you slept with 12 years ago. And you're like, well, but I did all these things back then and I don't know if I deserve it because of that. Well, you're in a state of shame and guilt when it comes to that particular realm of your life. And when it comes to money, oh, Crystal, you are a rich bitch. Like, you are going to attract so much money. It's not even funny. I guess I'm a rapper now. And if Crystal, you automatically be like, I don't know. I used to try things and it never really happens for me. I'm just stuck. I'm stuck. If you say you're stuck a lot when it comes to money, that's the frequency you have a tendency to vibrate in. Now that you know where you're at when it comes to your particular dream or particular thing that you want, now the key is taking that emotion and turning it into gold. Let's start for desire. I'm hearing a lot of you are anxious and a lot of you are stuck in desire state. So my favorite way to transmute anxiety about a situation is turning anxiety into excitement. Oh my God, it's the best thing ever. Whenever you find yourself anxious, let's say you're anxious for that text back, or you're anxious to figure out what he's gonna say, or how it's gonna work out, or you don't know how it's gonna work out, or where's the money gonna come from, and I'm just so anxious. Here's what you do. You just take a deep breath, you close your eyes, and you figure out where that anxiety is in your body. And then from there, you go ahead and start to transmute that and turn it into excitement. You can easily flip it and turn it into excitement and literally say to yourself, instead of I'm anxious, oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't wait. Oh my God, he actually did it. He texted me back. Oh my God, my life is getting exciting. Ah! And you see how... Naturally, I'm very expressive with my voice. But if you hear how my voice goes up, it's actually going up my chakra system. It's going up my spine. So instead of being stuck here and, oh my God, it's not happening, I'm so worried, I go into, oh my God, I'm so excited, right? Transmuting the energy. It's the same thing when it comes to desire. If you find yourself being hungry, instead of being hungry, there's two ways that you could go about it. When I say hungry, I mean hungry for what it is that you want. All you have to do is literally say to yourself, oh my God, I can't wait. You could pretend that you've just placed your order at a restaurant. If you place an order for something at the restaurant, you know for a fact it's going to come. So now instead of having desire from this hungry, I don't know where I'm going to eat, where's it going to come from? Best way I could describe desire is this. I had a dream the other night and there was this little kitten and it was so freaking cute, but it obviously was living out there in the wild and it was in survival mode. So guess what? I would have taken care of the kitten and I would have really loved on that kitten and given everything it wanted. But this kitty cat, because it was in survival mode, it was feisty. It's trying to break into my house. It's trying to grab the food out of my hand. And I'm like, kitty, if you was just cute and relaxed, I would have taken care of you. Honestly, I would have adopted you. And that's the thing when it comes to hunger. When you're too hungry, that means you're too in survival mode and you're not leaving any space for God to be like, hey, babe, let me take care of you. So what you need to do when it comes to hunger is be cute. Be in a space where you're receptive to the blessings that come towards you. You're grateful, you're open and receptive. Instead of hunger, it's like, oh, that would feel so good. That would feel so nice. Oh my God, it would feel so nice to have that thing in my life. Instead of, I really need it. It's, oh, that would feel so good. Oh my God. Yes, I'm so grateful for that. I'm so thankful for that. You take that energy and you turn it into positivity, gratitude for what's already coming. And then also what you can do when you have a desire is instead of desiring it so hard, you want to turn it into a state of acceptance. How can you not stop resisting the hunger that you have inside of yourself? So sometimes it's like, I really want to be in my dream relationship, and just accept that want. Don't deny it. Don't pretend like it's not there. Stop resisting that want and just allow it to be. And you know how to do this because I know what you're saying. You're like, oh my God, I don't know how to. You do. If you're watching this video, you're more spiritually endowed than you think. So literally just close your eyes, get into your body, and just accept that desire that you have. Don't have any resistance against it. Don't have any resistance against anything. Don't even have any resistance against you having resistance. Don't even have resistance against you feeling a little resistance. Get into a state of pure acceptance. And watch how easy that thing flows in from that state. But that's the key. Once you start practicing these concepts that I just talked to you about today, instead of being so stuck in the energy of wanting, desire, sadness, guilt, shame, you learn how to spiral emotions up and turn them into your gold. That raises your frequency and brings you into the flow state. And now you're transmuting that energy into pure creativity, pure action that is divinely inspired. You're literally going to get what you want so fast. So I hope that made sense. Comment down below 777 if you are ready to manifest and you're locking in that energy. If this resonated and you are ready to manifest your dream life and you're going to lock this in right now. So comment down below 777. But like I said, it's very simple and hopefully this was helpful for you. Let things come to you sometimes, babe, but you don't have to try too hard. And if you want to do all this kind of work with me in person, I have an upcoming retreat in Bali. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be June 2026. It's going to be so freaking life-changing. So definitely apply down below. I can't wait to chat with you and speak with you about it. It's going to be so good. It's going to be all about transmuting energy, stepping into your ideal reality, switching your identity, becoming a new person, becoming unrecognizable, making life unrecognizable in the best way. So apply down below and check out my offerings down below too if you want to manifest more money and success. It's all down below. All right. Peace.